to weave in our ends. And I just wanted to show you how I would do the cuff and the underarm area. And I'll make another video for how I would do a stockinette section on the inside of the body, because you don't want anything poking out or looking weird, especially in this bulky yarn. Sometimes ends can slip out. And so this might not be the perfect way to always do your ends, but this is how I do it with bulky yarn, and it seems to be successful. So let's start with our cuff. And I usually just flip this inside out, thread your tail on a darning needle, and then I look here. I usually make sure that this looks okay, because sometimes when you bind off and tie a knot here, there's a big funny gap. So I usually try to tighten that up a little bit. And then I will just look at the column of knit stitches closest to my end, and that's right here for this sleeve. And I just go down into those. And this won't show on the other side, but I kind of twist it around one row of these little stitches, just to kind of secure that in, because you never know if your end might pop out someday and you might need a little bit to work with. So you want to secure that into there just in case you need it someday. And then I'll kind of go into that bottom bump down here, and I'll go back up a few on this side. Not all the way to the top, because you don't want an end sticking out up here. Then that's ready to trim. Good. And yeah, that won't show at all on this side. That's what you want, nothing showing at all. And then I'm gonna look at the underarm. There's gonna be a tiny gap, nothing too crazy, but this is really only the seaming you have to do. There is gonna be a little hole in your underarm. And again, I'm gonna turn this inside out to look at the inside. Put my needle up through here. There's two ways you can approach this. Sometimes I will pick up the stitches here on a double pointed needle and pick up the stitches here on a double pointed needle. And you can do a Kitchener stitch here back and forth, or you can do a 3-needle bind off on those stitches. There's really not very many here, and I'm not worried about this showing at all, because I don't think it's going to. So I am just going to line up my little gap here, get it all situated. And I kind of hold everything parallel, so it's really, you can see similar things on each side. And I'm gonna start by catching this loop here, and I'm gonna match it up with this loop over here and pull those together, so it kind of matches on the other side. Then I'm gonna grab this guy, I'm gonna go over to this guy. Is this precise and like super technical? No. There's probably easier, better ways, but